On a cold February morning, friends and family of Eugene Ganz, a Purple Heart and Bronze Star recipient who survived the Battle of the Bulge during World War II, gathered to bury him with military honors. I've been sharing stories about the Gateway chapter of the veterans of the Battle of the Bulge for many years, most recently in December 2018, when a dozen or so of those once young men who fought and survived that battle, as well as their families, friends, and grateful Americans, gathered to mark 74 years since the start of the deadliest battle of World War II. And of course, Eugene Ganz was there. He wasn't just a member. He was the group's chaplain.
We honor our soldiers, men and women buried in unfamiliar soil, as well as those buried here in their homeland. All gave some gave all.
I was an infantryman in the Battle of the Bulge and was injured, leg cut open, hand cut open, and frozen feet. Otherwise, I came out of it pretty good.
Otherwise, you were just fine.
Right.
The first time I met this group was in 2007. They looked different then. There were over 322 active members, mostly veterans of the Bulge, proudly wearing their veterans' uniforms. They spoke about their experience in the Ardennes forest during the winter of 1944 and 45.
We had no indication of the battle the day before.
Well, we were already into Germany. I thought, well, the war's just about over, so I thought we were going to go home.
They told us that we would be home by Christmas. The only drawback there was they never told us what Christmas that we would be back.
In one day, the enemy smashed through the defenses of the American First Army on a 45-mile front and was biting deep into Luxembourg and Belgium. In 24 hours, the initiative changed hands, and the German army, which had put the word blitzkrieg into all languages, unleashed its desperate offensive.
The Germans needed to get through the Ardennes forest in the first day. Despite the surprise attack and the heavy American casualties in their initial assault, they didn't accomplish that. They underestimated the American soldier.
They were told how easy it was going to be. Overrun the Americans. They're not fighters or anything.
Individual people, small units of 10, 12, 15, and smaller that helped control the roads and there was an awful lot of heroics.
Surviving the enemy was difficult for the American forces, but equally as challenging was enduring the cold weather. The winter of 1944 and 45 in Germany reached record low temperatures.
The weather was even more serious as the enemy was.
It was the coldest winter in years in Germany.
As brutal as it may sound, if you were wounded or injured and weren't evacuated in 2 hours or less, a simple fact of life, you froze to death.
We always said that we had two enemies, the cold and the Germans. Tried to keep the memories fresh as the young people study. And it's been our pleasure. One by one, we drop out of it, but some of us, the good Lord has given us the health and strength to continue on.
With the passing of Eugene Ganz at 98 years old, there are no more active veterans of the Bulge in the Gateway chapter. Associate members, those who had a parent or loved one who fought or have an interest in the battle, will preserve their story. For Living St. Louis, I'm Anne Marie Berger.